that upper case there.
Does that just...
Yeah, just let it fall.
Okay. Do you want me to bring the bag up?
No, I want you to undo the string for me.
Where's the... There it is.
Okay, so now you want to know, here's a perfect example. You want to know how I know that she grew up on a farm? Because I put that bag there intentionally, and all my other guys go, how do you open this thing? She walks right up to it and she zips the cord off of it. That's how you know she grew up on a farm. That was the test of whether you were raised up on a farm, if you know how to open a bag of feed. I swear to God, my guys, Colton was like, you got a knife? I said, dude, just open the pull.
It has instructions on it. Like if you don't, no, I'm not even joking.
I know, it says.
To open, pull narrow tab.
Oh God, I was laughing so hard. Hey guys, Doc. So I'm gonna take you out to the farm today and we're gonna be talking about soils. Now this relates to your lawn as well as it does to your gardens, and we're gonna be talking about CECs. That's one of the things we'll be talking about. Heidi's gonna join us today. She's been gone for 2 years and she's back in town. So I texted her and said, come on, let's go do some planting. We're gonna do some planting, but I'm really gonna focus on CECs and talk about my soil tests out there, so hold on. We went out to the farm property today and we had all these plans, and my deep well drilling company was there drilling. And I just got a phone call that made me feel a lot better. I thought they were gonna hit water maybe at about 300, you know, they charge like $15 a foot to drill a well. I thought they were gonna hit water at about 300 feet. Nope, got a phone call. We're at 400, we're gonna go to 500. They hit 500. He said, well, do you want to go to 600 or do you want to move? And I was like, dude, I'm already like 8 grand into this hole. I said, we might as well keep going. And I just got a phone call. He's been there all day. I just got a phone call at 6:40 and they hit water at 532 feet. I was like, oh my God, thank you. Oh, but we've been listening to that machine all day while we've been out there trying to plant. And it kind of ruined this video, so I've got to sort of walk you through this video and explain what I'm talking about. Let me give you a little demonstration about CECs and cation exchange capabilities, capacity. This yellow cup represents about a 2 on the CEC scale. The clear cup represents about a 4, let's say, on the CEC. Or you could say this is a 4 and this is an 8. So I'm going to put fertilizer into the 8. And that fertilizer, the amount of fertilizer I put in there, it's going to hold it. Well, what happens when I put that same amount of fertilizer for an 8 CEC into a soil that has a 4 CEC? That's right. You have leaching, because your 4 CEC can't hold and retain much fertilizer, so you have leaching and you have runoff. Now, how can I explain that a little bit better? Well, I could have dry feet, but what I could do is I found a fantastic video for you guys, and this video is done by a couple of guys called Soil PhD, I think it is. In the description below, I always link to a page. On that page, you'll see this video, you'll see products, but I'm gonna put that video. The other video I'm gonna put is mycorrhizal fungi. I've said that. If you haven't watched that, a couple of you watched that, and I told you it's a 3-minute video that'll change your life. It will change your life if you grow grass, if you grow plants, if you grow vegetables. That video will change your life. So I'm gonna put the mycorrhizal fungi video on there, because I'm talking about the product today that I think is the best. I think the product should win best new product for lawn and garden for 2022. And it's not just because I helped develop this product, it's because Anderson's figured out a way to get it all into one to make it so simple. And it is fantastic. Now, we've been working with this for 3 years now. We've been using it in our gardens, and we have increased 1.5 to almost 100% of the yield in our gardens using no fertilizers whatsoever, just using this product. We have been able to increase the soil CECs, cation exchange capacity, the holding capacity, of our soils, anywhere from 1.5 to 2 points on our lawns using Humichar and using the DirtBooster product. So what is CEC? Basically, CEC stands for the cation exchange capacity. It has a lot to do with your soil structure, but it also has a lot to do with how much organic matter, how much carbon, and how much clay particles you have inside your soil. That the more you have of that, the higher the CEC and the more nutrients and the more water that your soil can hold, and it's a better soil. You can artificially change that by, of course, adding organic matter and adding carbon. You don't really add clay, and that's how you can bump up your CEC. I was kind of depressed because at the farm property, when I saw this black soil and a really good color, I thought I was going to have a real high CEC and a real high organic matter. Guess what? I got my soil test back from Clemson, and my CEC is a 6.6 and a 6.8. I was like, man, I was a little bit bummed. I thought it was going to be higher than that. My organic matter was at 2% and 1.8%. That's not good for crops. So I have to go out there and I have to manually change that soil if I'm going to improve my crops and not use fertilizers. How am I going to do that? I'm going to add the DirtBooster to it. And that's what we're going to do today. So a good lawn soil is probably about 2 or 3% organic matter. Good garden soil is 4 to 8% organic matter, and that will also bring up the CECs. Now, last year, we took a sample of this garden soil in our beds where we added the DirtBooster compost. We sent it off to Clemson University, and the CEC ranged from 18 to 21. It was off the charts. It was fantastic. And they talk in this video, they talk about the highest CEC that they've seen is like up in Canada, it was like 40. It was just incredible. Really black, rich soil. It just held on to everything and just grew fantastic crops. You can still grow good crops, but you have to understand how to fertilize. And they were in that video, they talk about the fact that you got a farmer and he needs to spoon feed his corn 4 times during the season. Otherwise, that fertilizer is not going to be available. It's just going to leach out. So it's an interesting video to understand the capacity, the holding capacity of your soil, and why you hear everyone out there now in the lawn industry talking about humic acid and biochar and organic matter. That's why they're doing it, folks. You've got to understand CEC. I can't stress that enough. So let's talk real quick about the DirtBooster and why I'm so impressed with it. We've been using it. I requested that Anderson's develop this product to take the Humichar and mix it with the corn, DDGs, and the dry molasses particles. And I said, this has got to be a fantastic product. They work with it. They work with me. They work with some testing. They developed it. And then I gave them the mycorrhizal fungi pack and the soil microbe pack. And I said, we got to get this. And so we included it. And you had to mix it with water and spray it on top. Well, the scientists at Anderson's finally figured out how to incorporate all that into one. Sorry, but this is a real bag that I've been using. It got sprayed from my sprinkler system. This is DirtBooster Plus. So DirtBooster Plus is now on the market. And what is Plus? DirtBooster Plus, let me do this without getting it everywhere. DirtBooster Plus looks like the old DirtBooster, but all the soil microbes, all the mycorrhizal fungi is actually inside this already. You just take it, throw it on your lawn, water it in, and you're done. It's that simple. If you have soil, you can mix it into your garden soil. You can add it once you get going. Someone asked about new sod. Yes, if you're going to be putting down new sod, if you can get this down and till it in a little bit before the sod goes down, it's designed to work in a symbiotic relationship with the roots of all plants. It happens everywhere. It's happening right now, whether you know it or not. And all you do with this is you boost that relationship. Anyways, to keep this from being about a 4-hour video, let me tell you what we did at the farm. We went out there and we've been applying the DirtBooster. We applied it to the rows. Then we went back and I applied it on top of the soil for my cover crops. But then I said, you know what? After I got that soil report back, I had my guys go out and dig some holes. And I'll show it to you here in a minute. It's just hard to hear me talking because of the drilling noise. We just dug some holes right in the field, and we took several bags of DirtBooster, and we basically made, remember the compost piles that we were making? We put a layer of the dirt, layer of DirtBooster, layer of the dirt, and we mixed that up, and we just left it there overnight. Came back, and Ryan and Heidi and I went out there, and we got that soil, and so now what we're doing, since we're planting seeds, we're digging a little hole inside of our crop lines, we're taking that supercharged soil and we're putting a small amount and we're planting the seed right in there. Now we should have fantastic results. I'm going to put up a picture real quick. This is interesting. As a matter of fact, I sent this to Anderson's and they were actually shocked. We took this dirt booster and we tilled it into the soil, into the raw farm soil. And this is about 2 days later. I want to show you the mycorrhizal fungi already growing in the ground. Now this is a cool picture. And he even said, man, he said, this is a fantastic picture. And I said, I know it is. I said, I'm all excited about it. You're all excited about it. But other people are going to be like, yeah, what's all that white crap growing on that dirt? That's mycorrhizal fungi. That's what we want. It doubles the size of your roots. It's just a fantastic thing to see if you're a farmer or if you love your lawns. So anyways, I'll take you out there. If you haven't tried the new Dirt Booster, order your Dirt Booster, put it on your lawn. You can put it out as often as you want. If you have soils, if you have flower beds, just go ahead and throw it in. If you can work it in, just try it. So anyways, I'll take you out there and show you what we're doing, but I gotta sort of structure this out because of the stupid drilling. Here we go. Morning. So much more peaceful out here. That stupid drill machine is so loud. We are boosting our CECs inside of our lawn by putting down humichar and putting down Dirt Booster. Someone had a question, can I just skip the humichar? Yes. During the active growing season, you can just put down Dirt Booster and hold off on the humichar because it's full of humichar. Out here, there's a couple things we're doing to improve the CECs. Number one, roots in the ground. So we had to come out and till this. This was a pasture. This was not a field. You couldn't walk on it. There were trees, saplings, huge mounds, so we had to till it once. But immediately we came back and we have cover crops, roots in the ground. Roots in the ground are absolutely critical for increasing CECs, number one. So we never want to see bare dirt out here. We'll never see bare dirt out here again. We will see these cover crops that we have, weeds, grasses, whatever it is, number one. Number two, we're putting down Dirt Booster. So inside each one of these rows, as we tilled it and made it, we actually spread Dirt Booster on top of each one of these rows. That was the next thing. So we're adding carbon and organic matter directly into where the plants are growing. Next, the other thing we did is where we have our seeds planted, we started making these concentrated piles. So you see these holes? There was a pile of dirt here. Let me show you this one over here. So we're just digging up dirt, and what we're doing is we're putting a layer of Dirt Booster, Dirt Booster, Dirt Booster, say that 100 times fast. And then, so this is really heavy concentrated with organic matter, carbon, all the good stuff. And we're taking scoops of this, and what we're doing is, so when we have a hole to plant, we'll fill that hole up, and then we'll plant the seed right in that hole. Does that make sense? Because I can't come out here and put, thousands of pounds of Dirt Booster all over this field. So I'm concentrating it this year on exactly where my plants are growing. I am putting some lightly on the cover crops with a garden spreader, a regular lawn spreader, just to pump up, just to expose this, put out the mycorrhizal fungi spores and add a little bit of carbon. But the roots will really do the work here. So after you put your Dirt Booster down, you want to get water on it right away. I actually like to put my Dirt Booster down in the late afternoon and then water it right at sunset. Now a lot of people say, oh, you're going to create a fungus in your lawn. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to create a good fungus. It doesn't really do you any good to put this down at 11 o'clock and then water it at noon or 1 when it's 90 degrees outside. It's just going to evaporate. Nothing's going to happen. So a little tip is, if you're going to put this on your lawn, put it on your lawn in the afternoon or whenever you put it down, but don't water it until right at sunset. As soon as that sun starts to drop down, that's when I want you to water it. So here's another example of us out here putting out Dirt Booster. Now this is we call this the bald spot. We saw this on the satellite, and it's just a spot in the woods. I don't know if somebody did something here or what, but you can see it's just all clear. So what we did is I came in with some glyco and I sprayed this and killed off all the clumping fescue. And then we planted clover and brassica / turnips in here. And you can see they did really well. However, it's so dry, man. It is so dry, and they're starting but we're getting rain tomorrow morning. So the one thing I noticed is that my clover didn't take. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come out here today and we're going to put some more clover out here, and then we're going to put DirtBooster out here. Rain comes in tomorrow morning, we should be all set. Remember, this is DirtBooster Plus. Everything is in there, and it looks the same as the old DirtBooster, but it's all in one. So we're just main thing for this is get a little bit of carbon, a little bit of organic matter, and get some micros into it. That's really what I want to do. Hey, you know what else I forgot I had that I'm going to put back here? I have a couple extra packets of these, big packets of these wildflower seeds. And I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to throw, that'd be really cool if we could get those to grow in here. And then this is the clover seed that I'm putting out. It's from Clover King. I'll just put this one, I'll just come out here and put some clover. Look who's here. Now she's disappeared for 2 years, and you know why? Because she's going to school, and you just got your what?
Masters.
She just got her master's. She just graduated. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we missed her. 2 years she's been gone.
Has it really been 2 years?
Almost 2 years. So that's all cow field. That's all my property down in there.
Do you want some cows?
What?
Do you want some cows? I was going to say, I'll sell you some if you want some.
Fields. We're going to have to be yelling this whole time probably because they're drilling that deep well right over here, CECs. And explain to me, like in a sentence, what that means. What does it mean about your soil CEC?
So basically, what that CEC means is the amount of clay that's in your soil, as well as like the overall quality and what the actual absorption of that soil is going to be.
Nutrients. How much nutrient it's going to hold, how much water it's going to hold. But you increase your CECs by adding, there's 2 ways to do it. Add organic matter and add carbon. Those are the 2 things you can do to bump up your CECs. I got my soil report back and I was actually disappointed that I was only about a 6 CEC here. I thought it was going to be higher. So that's why we're doing this. We've actually dug holes here, and we put a 2-inch layer, and then we put layer of DirtBooster, 2-inch layer, a layer of DirtBooster, and you can see inside here now, what we're doing is we're making this a really rich CEC soil, okay? Mycorrhizal fungi actually is really good for seed germination. So we're gonna take a scoop of this and put it in a hole, and then we're gonna plant the seed inside this. So every time we plant a seed, we're actually gonna plant it in this good stuff. That's why I have these piles. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 of those piles. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to plant, we might as well go ahead and start planting that other field, I think, because it's going to rain here in about 2 or 3 days, and that's what I'm waiting on. So if we can get that field planted up there, that'd be good, and then we'll come back and do this one later. Whew, man, it has been a long week, I'll tell you what. But I would say that the fields are probably about 70-75% planted. We still have some more stuff to go. In fact, I decided to order some more sweet potato slips. If you don't know, this is how you start sweet potatoes. They're actually little rootings, and then you plant those and you get your sweet potatoes. So I ordered some more sweet potatoes, and I'll probably do another row of yellow potatoes. Anyways, it looks like and it feels like the energy out here that we're going to finally get some rain. Knock on wood. I mean, it's coming up on 1 month since we've had any rain out here. So I want to get out there. What I want to do tomorrow morning is I'm going to come out here. I'm going to put some more Dirt Booster on my front and on my back. I love putting this stuff on my lawn. You can put it out as often as you want, but it's really done well for us in our vegetables. Give it a try. Again, it's not a stimulated response. This is working on your soils, guys. This is understanding and improving your CEC and improving your soil so you can use less fertilizer. I've been saying that now for the past 2 years. Fix your soil. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Die. Hold on tight to it and then...
All right. So right over here, we're taking a little ride. Right up here, we have our future attorney, Ryan. He's actually going to be doing with our personal injury. I don't know, he may be the one causing the personal injuries, but that's really what's inspired him to go into law, is being the son of such a lawless man and seeing the need for just the legal side of things. We have our lovely sprinkle system. You can tell by the gray on his t-shirt, the contrast. You can see just the overall high quality of the sprinkling system here. I mean, look at that, boom. Now that this has some gas and things are actually running, 12 out of 10. That's all. Back to you.
Fucking nut.
Thank you.
She said corn. I said corn. I didn't eat any corn. I need some more corn.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
Yeah, I'm firing you from your own job.
Whatever. What I want you to do here. Oh, put your hand out. Put 2 hands out. And what I want you to do is I want you to smell it.
Is this a joke?
No. Smell it.
It doesn't smell like anything.
It smells like cereal.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Put your head in the bag.
I'm not putting my head in the bag.
Here, smell that. Smell that.
It does not smell like cereal.
Corn cereal.
Wow, it smells like cereal.
No, not cereal.
All right,
what cereal are you eating?
Smell that bag and tell me it doesn't smell like sweet corn.
I gotta put my head in the bag?
Yes.
Yeah,
put your head in the bag and smell it.
Yeah, it smells like something sweet, like
It smells like sweet corn.
You told me cereal.
yeah, not cereal.
Troy, smell it again.
It does smell like corn, but it doesn't smell like cereal.
Okay. It smells like sweet corn.
Sweet corn. We'll give you that.